Some of you may have been wondering, if you've seen a few of my other videos, what the point of my videos is. One of the points is that some of the time I'm speaking to people my age, but most of the time I'm trying to send a message to people in their mid-20s. And the message is this: if you're not very, 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 very lucky, or you're not very, 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 very industrious, super lucky, or super industrious, this, my life is an example to you of what your life is going to be when you turn 71. I want you to see, I want you to feel what it's going to be like if you aren't very, very, very lucky or very, very, very industrious. Because I know it's a lot harder these days to buy the house. I bought my first house, a duplex, when I was 22 years old. But you could do that in those days. You could buy a $16,000 house and a $2,000 car and make, what was minimum wage there, $4 an hour, and you could support yourself. But these days, I don't know how you live on $20 an hour. The value of money actually is much, much lower than it was in my formative years, in my 20s. So if you don't get on the ball, I'm telling you, you're not even going to be lucky enough to get what this is. I want to show you what life is when I'm retired. When you've been industrious for some of your life, what you can possibly do. I don't see any of y'all buying your first house when you're 22 years old. That's not possible these days. But if you're not careful, you won't be able to buy one when you're 70 years old. I bought my last house when I was 65. My mortgage is about less than half of what y'all are paying rent for a much smaller place. So I want you to look at this video, this following video, and see what your life could be if you were very, very lucky. Okay, first I want to point out there, there, right there. See all that? Those are all prescription meds. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg to not seize up and have a heart attack. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg not to have a triple bypass. I had a triple bypass surgery. It was $250,000. Then I had a couple of stents too. You got that kind of money? You got a plan for that kind of money? Okay, so let's do just a quick summary of what it is. 1,200 square foot house full of prescription meds. Single, because if you get to 71, if you're lucky enough to have a spouse, and most of y'all don't stay married for more than 10 years. Y'all just give up on marriage. You don't even try. Some of you do, but a lot of you just you can't do the marriage. So you'll either be an old man or an old woman alone with a cat, and the cat's going to be your single source of joy. Well, let's just show you a day in the life of. How about that? A day in the life of, if you're very, very lucky. The cat's whining for expensive cat food that you really can't afford, and you're looking for your reading glasses so you don't actually feed it your can of sardines that you need for yourself. Your grocery list is mostly 75% for the cat, 25% for you. Your 11-year-old car is almost paid for, but you're underwater on it. You owe more for it than you could trade it in for. Most of your furniture you got off the curb or was donated to you. The day starts whether you want it to or not. Everything you own is 15, 20, 25 years old. You haven't been out on a date for 15 years. And they don't even, by the time you get there to 71, they won't even have restaurants anymore. That'll be obsolete.
And there you go. Unplug the car. It's all juiced up while I slept. Close the charging station. And my final chore for a while is to turn off.
Starting to feel biblical out there. All night it was lightning off in the distance, strobe light flashing in the sky with no clouds, a magic show. And today the bill came. This is the bill. Places all over the country are flooding. And I live right next to the river. So this is not a good place for flooding to happen. I remember when parts of Clyde Fant were flooded several years back. I don't want that to happen again. But if it does, it does. Come on down, Rain. Look at that. Look at those trees. Not a hint of wind. Not a leaf is stirring. Which means it's going to stay, the rain is going to stay right here. It's not going anywhere. It's staying right here. It stays all day. My bicycle trail right there is gone. What am I going to do without my bicycle trail? That's my one thing. Well, a lot of things are my one thing. But a lot of days I look forward to that one thing. Hopping on that bike and zipping down the road next to the swamp, next to the river. Did I catch myself on that? It's getting biblical out there. The cat, of course, you know what the cat's doing. The cat's hiding in a bathroom. I don't know why the cat thinks a bathroom is such a safe place. He must have been watching the news. Where is that cat? Where are you? Where are you, kitty cat? Oh, I saw some lightning. All right, kitty cat, come on. No, kitty cat in here. Everything's put on hold until this thing decides what it's
Is
going
this
to
the
do.
life you really want? Sitting in the window, staring out, grabbing the mailman to tell him the latest cat story, picking up trash in the yard, 'cause it's free.